Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Johnson asking Republicans to stop trashing him in public. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson is having to now use the press to talk to members of his party and basically beg them to come to him privately with issues and remind them of the first two rules of Republican Club. Don't talk about Republican Club on social media. When speaking of his own party to reporters, he said, quote, "They're going to get upset about things. That's part of the process. It doesn't bother me. But when there is a conflict or concern, I always ask all members to come to me. Don't go to social media." Okay, so why is he having to say this? Because more and more of his party is lashing out in public. Why? Well, Johnson's time as Speaker has been incredibly unproductive. Johnson has basically kept everybody in check and had them do whatever Trump wanted them to do. The problem is, House Republicans are realizing they don't have much to run on. What are they going to do? Go home and run on the big, beautiful bill? Vote for me, and I'll make sure the government shuts down again. And we'll take away even more of the services and benefits you paid for your whole life. That doesn't sound like a winning campaign. Most Republicans obeyed Johnson because obeying him was obeying Trump, and they wanted to ride Trump's coattails to re-election. But as more and more bad news lands for the Republican Party, and Trump's polling numbers are dropping and staying below the levels that led to the blue wave of 2018, some Republicans in the House are getting nervous about their chances of being able to retain their seats. They watched as the Speaker burnt time, keeping them out of session while he and Trump tried to pressure Republicans into not supporting the discharge petition to release the Epstein files. That was time wasted. That was time they could have used to put together something, anything really, that they could go home and campaign on. Campaign season is right around the corner, and Republicans have a legally dubious war down south, an economy that isn't doing great and getting worse. And they're starting to realize Trump has them on the front line, facing questions about all of the damage his policies are causing for everybody except his rich friends. And it's important to remember that most House Republicans aren't really rich enough to be in the Trump Friends group. Even those Republicans who are still 100% on Team Trump have issue with Johnson because he isn't really moving legislation forward and scheduling votes. It's so bad that even House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries is publicly mocking their inability to get anything done. Quote, "It's not that Congress can't legislate. It's House Republicans that can't legislate." This isn't just a rundown of dysfunction in the House. It's a symptom and a sign that with less than a year to the midterms, Republicans are starting to realize they've burned most of their time placating Trump's ego. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.